I don't know if you know this, Will, but the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
It is about to change.
So, Black Adam, they're prepping, and it's such an interesting. I just find him fascinating, obviously. But so most celebrities post, stills from their movies and like promotional material and stuff. He's posting stills and videos not of promotional material, but the meetings behind the creation of the promotional material. Like his last 4 posts have been videos and photos of him in the Warner Brothers marketing meeting, where it's like him sitting, like it looks bizarre. He's so enormous. He's sitting like at the end of a boardroom table in like this polo shirt that barely fits, just like towering over all these like executives who are sitting on his board table with all the Black Adam merch there, and on all the screens surrounding the boardroom table are all the different kind of marketing points that they're going to make and billboards and shit like that. And then there's a really long description underneath where he describes their attitude towards marketing, that they're not going to try and break it down into specific countries. They want to do a global campaign so everyone feels included. And I'm like, it's bizarre that this is what he's marketing. He's not. Most entertainers don't want you to see behind the curtain. They don't want you to see how the sausage is made. He's like, hey, come in. We'll show you how we're going to sell you this ultra commercial product. Like, this is how, it's almost cynical in a way, right? They say, this is how we're going to get your money from you.
Well, look, one thing I've learned from doing 15 years of Gruen is that explaining how advertisers trick you into buying stuff does not stop people from buying stuff, And I think that, there's actually, is it cynical? It's honest. He's at least showing you how it all works in a way that all these other people who are doing the exact same thing aren't. But I also think this is one of the rare occasions where, like, I know that like actors have played obscure superheroes before, but if we're talking about the idea that the entire hierarchy of the DC universe is about to change, right? But The Rock is a bigger character, a bigger recognized piece of IP than Black Adam is. Right? This is one of the rare occasions that, so if someone plays Superman, if someone plays Batman, no matter how famous that actor is, like Ben Affleck is a very famous actor, but he is not more famous than the character of Batman. Like normally the character is still bigger than them. You have to get down to the more obscure superheroes, which I guess Black Adam is. But in this situation, Charlie, I don't know if you've heard, I believe in a hierarchical structure in the DC universe. Black Adam's going to be ahead of Superman and Batman. It's all about to change. But at the moment, they have to transition The Rock's global worldwide brand appeal into Black Adam's appeal.
Yeah. It's amazing in these photos and videos, like the way he, like whoever his marketing team is or his publicity team, the way he's got his energy drink brand always like conspicuously placed in the frame. There's a shot at the end of the meeting where they're all toasting with his tequila brand. Like, always be selling. Like, that's The Rock. Abs. Always be selling.
Yeah, it's not can you smell what The Rock is cooking? It's like, can you sell what The Rock is cooking? Because he's been cooking up a whole bunch of things and he needs you to sell them.
I get a feeling, looking at all that shit, that this, I don't think it's going to bomb necessarily as in, it's not going to make any money, but I do not think this is going to work. I was just looking at everything about it. And it's like, there's no magic to this. Like, there's no kind of excitement or because I understand what he's doing. Like, it's in the same way people, like if you do a podcast ad and you say, oh, here's the ad, we read it and you joke around, people are like, okay, well, that's advertising I can get into because you're being transparent and honest. And that's, like you said, he's being honest and you feel like you're being welcomed into his world. But I think it's missing the allure of why people go to the movies, like I want to be taken to another place, not go, oh, there's The Rock. I guess the hierarchy of power in the DC universe has changed.
But I think that's not correct because
Really?
The Rock is pretty much The Rock in every movie that he makes. And he is also the highest grossing actor in the world consistently. So just based on that alone, I just don't think that what you're saying can be true. Like if people are willing to like pay millions and billions of dollars to go and watch The Rock run around a jungle again, I think they're going to do the same thing for this movie. I believe, Charlie, that the hierarchical structure of the DC universe is about to change.
To see the full video, join our Patreon.
Patreon.com/TOFOP.